1 year no beer 28-day challenge, and it is the final day, day 28. It has arrived. I have made it, and yeah, it is. It's been a journey, but one that I am very, very proud to have taken. I think it's something that needed to happen in my life, and I definitely feel as if I have achieved what I set out to accomplish, which was to, redefine my relationship with alcohol and create a more mutually beneficial relationship, or just be more responsible, learn how to handle it more responsibly. So, with this being the last day of the challenge, the question that arises is, okay, how am I going to move forward? How am I going to keep myself on track and, drink? I'm going to call it intentionally rather than responsibly. I just feel like intentionally has it jives with me better than responsibly does. I don't really know why, but so what am I talking about with intentional drinking? Well, I've been thinking a lot about it, and the rules that I am going to put in place for myself are as follows. First off, I'm going to allot myself 10 drinks per week. That may seem like a lot to some people. For me, if I can hold myself to 10 drinks a week, I think I'm doing really good. Um, I don't want to have to go cold turkey, and that's kind of what this was all about to begin with. I just couldn't restrain myself. I couldn't control myself enough to keep myself to that 10 drink or to any sort of standard or minimum. So I had to take some time off. I had to go totally cold turkey and just again, kind of reestablish that relationship. So 10 drinks a week is what I'm allotting myself. No more than 3 drinks on any given day. Um, and really, I'd like to keep that to 2. But, like Trevor's coming into town on here in a couple weeks. We're going down to San Fran. And that's the thing, too, is I'm not saying that I can't ever go out and just tie one on anymore, but I really want to be good about it. I want to, pick and choose my moments and basically just be intentional about my drinking from now on rather than so that I'm the one controlling my intake rather than my intake controlling me. So, the other element of the plan, on top of just allotting myself 10 drinks a week, is going to be to properly space those out. And what I mean by that is for every drink that I have beyond 2 drinks in a given day. So if I have more than 2 drinks in a given day, if I go to 3, if I go to 4 for whatever reason, then I take that number of days off of drinking consecutively after the day in which I've gone over my 2 drink max. So for instance, if I go out and I drink 3 drinks tonight, then I take tomorrow off. If I had 4 drinks, I take the next 2 days off. So that's just going to kind of be my way to pace myself, I guess, keep myself from flying off the the handle again. But yeah, and then really, step 3 of my maintained accountability is that I would like to continue doing this little video log for myself. It's working. It's worked as a method of accountability for myself. So, as Brad suggested, why not just keep it going? Even though I'm not doing the challenge anymore, I'm still, challenging myself to restrain myself within a healthy set of boundaries. So I'd like to start recording, one real short clip at the beginning of every day, just setting my intention, and then one real short clip at the end of the day, just kind of, just recapping how I was able to adhere to that intention. So that being said, I am going to drink today, even though it's technically the last day of the of the challenge. I have made it thus far, and I have the Lake Tahoe Gourmet Club tonight, and I just feel like it is the appropriate time. I'm going to celebrate the last day just by having a couple drinks today, but that's it. So my intention for the day, 2 drinks. And I'm going to go out. Allie and I are going out snowboarding here shortly. So we may do happy hour afterwards. So if I wanted to do, I could either do a beer out at happy hour, and then, I definitely want to have at least 1 glass of wine at Gourmet Club. So if I do a beer out, I'm going to hold myself to 1 glass of wine at dinner, which is probably the ideal way to do it, honestly. Space out the alcohol intake a little bit throughout the day. Or the other option would be just don't have a beer this afternoon and maybe go out or tonight. That would, you'd allow yourself 2 drinks and two glasses of wine with dinner, but that part's up to you. The important part is 2 drinks. That's your intention for today. You're going to stick to it. Remember, you have to work tomorrow. You cannot be hungover, and that a huge, perhaps the most important piece of this entire endeavor is not necessarily the 28 days that I just took off from drinking, but it's how I'm going to move forward and re-implement a healthy drinking habit back into my life. So that's where I stand. That's what we're going to do. I will tack on real quick at the end of this tonight, how I did in terms of adhering to my intention. And we'll continue doing that for the rest of the time out. So it's been a good challenge. I'm really, really glad I did it. I'm really, really proud of myself. And now it's time to get on with the rest of life in a healthy and intentional fashion.